Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone had a great Easter weekend and everyone is still safe. It's Monday and I thought I would show you a couple of my previous builds. This is the Revell 37 Ford convertible kit. It was a street rod. Some of you guys probably have this kit. It was the blue street rod convertible with the pull behind trailer. But I decided to make this one more of a traditional mild custom, if you will. Painted it sage green. The paint's not perfect on this one by no means, but it's back when I used the spray can spray paint to do all of my paint work. Like I said, I've never really been into this for trying to earn a trophy. I just had fun building and didn't really care to make a perfect model kit. I just wanted to build something cool and have fun doing it. Anyways, here's one of them. This one's got a cool little few details to it, or feature details to it, I should say. To give you a little story on the shift knob right there is actually made out of super glue. I took the shifter and I bent the shifter, made the shifter itself, but took the shifter and I dipped it into super glue, and then I hit it with the fast set. I'm not sure what you call it, I can't remember, but helps cure it out real quick. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it makes it a clear shift knob, perfect little dot. And then I went in there with transparent yellow and some darker green and made it a two-tone shift knob like you would have seen in the old traditional hot rods back in the day. I think these shift knobs were from the 30s and 40s era. Something else that's cool on these that a lot of you guys may not know, some of the older guys may know, this little light on the very front right here. That's what most people saw them as a fog light or a driving light. And usually had an amber lens in it. Some of them were clear, but most of them had an amber lens. Well, to give you a little funny story, I had a single, because that got to be popular for a while, and I think it still is, to run a single light on the front of a car like that. Well, I had an older customer come into my shop a few years ago, and I had one of those little lights on my hot rod, and I just did it because it was cool. I liked the way they looked on the cars, but I had no idea that light had a meaning behind it. And he said, "Cool, you have a makeout light on your car." And I said, "What's that? A makeout light?" He goes, "Yeah, the light on the front of your car." I said, "You call them a makeout light?" He goes, "We all did back in the day." I said, "Okay, you got to explain this one to me." So he said, back in the day at his time, whenever he had, whenever guys had their girls, they'd go out, park, if you want to call it that, make out. And if they got lucky with the girl, not to try to be too harsh here, whenever they would show up where the rest of their friends were hanging out at some drive-in, some hangout spot, whatever, if they come rolling in and that light was on, that lets your buddies know that you hooked up with the girl. If the light was off, you didn't. And the girls didn't have a clue about it. They didn't know what it stood for. It was to kind of keep their honor, I guess you'd say, except to your friends. Your friends knew what kind of girl she was, and the rest of the world was dumb to it. Nowadays, it's a lot different, as we all know. But yeah, it's a little fun little history there that I was let in on. So I thought that was pretty cool. That guys had makeout lights in their cars back in the day. And anyways, let's move on to the models, right? Here is another Revell 37 Ford Coupe. This one's just got the patina paint job on it. Nothing fancy. I'd take the hood off, but unfortunately the hood's kind of stuck. They're real tight getting on and off of these cars. And well, look, there goes a train. But anyways, the hood's kind of stiff on this one, and I'm afraid if I pull it off, it may break the grill. So I won't do that. Anyways, it does have a flathead in it. The suspension, the chassis is all stock that would have come on these cars. Matter of fact, this one, as being a street rod, I did the same thing. I just put factory suspension back under the car to give it more of the traditional look. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys a couple of other builds that I've had. I built these probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. And like I said, this is back when I used the spray paint out of the can before I really got into airbrushing. So anyway, I hope you guys like it, or like them both, and I hope you like the story. Like I said, it was a cool little story that was told to me. Sorry about that. Get occupied on some. I want to show you the car put back together. Anyways, it was a cool little story on the makeout light, and yeah, I enjoyed that story. It was really cool to hear how guys thought back in the day, you know, and how they kept the honor of their girls except to their friends. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Be safe. If you like what you see, hit that like button for me. Leave me a comment. And to any of the new subscribers, thank you for following the channel. To all you older subscribers, thank you guys for staying with me. You guys have a great day. Be safe. God bless. And we'll catch you on the next one. Later.